Okay, you guys should be turned to your guided practice. So let's go through each of these. And remember, if you have to look back to the first page of this section, it talks about the words that are related to certain operations. Yes? Okay, so like I was just saying, if you've got to turn back to the first page in this section, it lists all those words that do with each operation. So go ahead and go through and do number 1 and number 2. What would be your algebraic expression for 3 less than y, and also the product of 2 and p? So go ahead and write your answers down for that. Once they're down, go ahead and put your pencil down so I know you're ready to go on. Okay, so for 3 less than y, who's got an answer? 3 less than y would not be 3 minus y, it would be y minus 3. And that's because it's 3 less than y, so we start at y and we go back 3. So it would be y minus 3. How about the product of 2 and p? Blake. 2p, exactly. Okay, so now go through and write out the phrase, like how we have up here the phrases. So you're going to write out the phrases for y plus 12 and p divided by 10. So go ahead and write out the phrases. I know. We'll see if anybody else picks up on that. So. Okay, so we have, who's got an answer for number 3? Spencer. The sum, which means addition, of y and 12 is correct. So how about for number 4? Who's got one for that? Winter. Is 10 being divided by p? No. P divided by 10, exactly. Any other ways you could have done that? You could have said the quotient of p and 10 divided into p. A couple other options. Okay, let's go on to number 5. Draw a bar model to represent the expression m divided by 4. Think back to the bar model that we worked on, m divided by 4. It can't all be m and 4m also. M4, n times 4? No. You're close. Okay, so first of all, and I'm sure some of you back there have it. I can't make it all the way back there at the moment. So, bar model represent the expression m divided by 4. So first of all, this whole thing is what? M. And so we're going to divide it by 4, so we're going to break it into how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want that to be about 4 equal parts. And so then each subpart is what? It could be 1/4 m or m over 4. M over 4, m over 4, m over 4. No. We only have one m. We don't have 4 m's. So it can't be written other ways. So, you should have something when you see m divided by 4. The whole section's m. 4 equal parts. So each one of these is 1/4 of m. Okay, any questions on that? Nope. Okay. So, at 6 p.m., the temperature in Phoenix, Arizona, which we'll call T, is the same as the temperature in Tucson, Arizona. By 9 p.m., the temperature in Phoenix has dropped to 2 degrees, and in Tucson it has dropped 4 degrees. By 11 p.m., the temperature in Phoenix has dropped another 3 degrees. So represent each temperature at 11 p.m. with an algebraic expression and bar model. So one of these bar models you probably should label Phoenix, and the other one Tucson. So remember that T stands for the temperature at 11 p. or it is the starting temperature at 6 p.m. Okay. Sorry about that. The mic came unplugged. So, at 6 p.m. the temperature in Phoenix, Arizona, T, is the same as temperature in Tucson. So we're going to start with T as the temperature at 6 p.m. in both places. At 9 p.m. the temperature in Phoenix has dropped 2 degrees. So how are we going to represent that? We're going to draw 2 bars. And that's going to be, we're going to take away 2, right? And the temperature in Phoenix is, and temperature in Tucson has dropped 4 degrees, so. In Phoenix has dropped 2 degrees, Tucson 4 degrees. By 11 p.m. the temperature in Phoenix has dropped another 3 degrees. So over here we're going to go another 3 degrees. And then nothing's changed over here at that time. So now to represent these, we've got T, which is the whole amount, minus 2, and then minus 3. And over here we have T, which is the whole amount, minus 4. We can combine these two to T minus 5. So, Phoenix is represented by T minus 5. Tucson is represented by T minus 4. So, are the expressions that represent the temperatures in the two cities equivalent? Yes or no? I'm hearing both. What is it? Yes or no? Is T minus 5 the same as T minus 4? No. No. The answer would be no. And the reason why would be just that the temperature in Phoenix ends up 1 degree less. So you could just put Phoenix is 1 degree less at 11 p.m. So make sure these are written down, because that's what I'm looking at. Okay, number 8. Noel bought some boxes of water bottles for a picnic. Each box contains 24 bottles of water. If C is the number of boxes, write an expression to show how many bottles of water Noel bought. You can look back at example 4 if you need some help on that one. Okay. So, who's got an answer? What's the answer? So, Jeremiah, what's the answer? Not C plus 24. There's 24 bottles in each box, so it's going to be 24C, 24 times C. Okay, so, like we said, so the answer is 24C. C is the number of boxes, and we know that each box contains 24 water bottles. So it'd be 24 times the number of boxes, or 24 times C. Okay, so can anybody give me a real-world example or situation that can be represented by an algebraic expression like these? Okay. Okay, so on that note, go ahead and move on to your independent practice.